is ChatGPT stealing your ability to critical think? The Carnegie Institute and Microsoft actually put out a great study to examine this, right? They put a paper out. I'm going to link the paper to this video, but they're investigating how generative AI tools like ChatGPT affect critical thinking skills. And so they did a survey on 319 workers, about 936 example use cases of generative AI. And I think this is really, really important, especially for the pedagogy. And I think higher education and teachers have a real concern about outsourcing our ability to think. And so this research is very good. So I'm gonna walk us through some of the things that they tested, what were the questions that they answered, and what were some of the outcomes. And so one of the two primary research questions that they tackled was, when and how do knowledge workers think they're using critical thinking when they use generative AI? And then also the second question was, when and why do knowledge workers think generative AI makes critical thinking easier and harder? And so they focus primarily on knowledge workers or work that required a great deal of thinking and decision making or discernment. And so important notes, right? One of the things that I thought was really, really interesting is confidence, right? They, from this study, they learned the importance of confidence. And there's two ways that they kind of bifurcated this confidence. There's confidence in the AI tool within itself. And so if there's a higher degree of confidence in generative AI, people will think less critically about its AIs, meaning they trust the AI too much. And so the other part of that is that if there's a high confidence in self, right? If you believe in your own abilities, you are less likely to allow the AI to think more critically for you, which means that you're just likely to evaluate and refine the AI's outputs. You know that this output is only a stepping stone, and you are really the primary shareholder of the information. And so this is a big shift because the study is saying generative AI has a potential to shift critical thinking away from tasks, right? Away from tasks like finding information, towards tasks like checking facts and integrating AI generated content, especially if you're working into a larger project. And so the other feeling in this was workers generally makes critical thinking easier, but this could be because you're doing less of the critical thinking. And so I think that, man, if you think about just America, I think 50% of Americans read at a fifth or sixth grade level. Um, and so if you think about literacy and comprehension and confidence, how these things are really interrelated. And so if I'm able to read or produce information, um, let's say intellectual information at a fifth or sixth grade level, and ChatGPT can do that better than me, then if I read the output that ChatGPT is giving me and it's superior to what I'm even able to create, then that is going to make me more confident in the machine's output. And so I think it creates a real paradox for how good the machine gets in comparison to how good a human is. And so that's a very, very interesting thing. And so I think that one of the biggest takeaways, right, from this is that these are tools that we're really, really going to have to look at how we introduce and market these tools, not as a tool that gives us information, but a tool that allows us to get to the information. And so you can check out the study. Like I said, it's the Carnegie Institute and Microsoft. I'll link that for you. I'll probably do also a learning guide in my newsletter to really talk about that, to have some additional resources and some additional insights as to what this research project is talking about and what the implications are on education and pedagogy as we think about policy and how we really police artificial intelligence tools. And so thank you for watching.